Hey everybody, this is You Are Complete. I'm Bianca Rodriguez, psychotherapist and spiritual teacher. Today I want to talk with you about purpose and uncertainty. The first point is your purpose in life is to be you. Do you believe it? I just solved the meaning of life in one sentence. But it's true. Your purpose in life is to be you. The second point is, so long as you are trying to embody your truth, uncertainty is going to come along for the ride. Here's the deal. The more you put your true self out there, the more your mind tries to protect you with uncertainty, asking you, is this really a good idea? Because it's trying to protect you from rejection. But that's part of the deal of living your true self, your purpose, and being brave. I spoke with my friend Kerry Quinn the other day, and I interviewed her and I recorded it for you guys. She is a writer. She actually has two provocative articles that have recently gone viral on Thrillist. You can look up the articles on Thrillist by typing in Kerry Quinn, Kerry with a K, Quinn with two N's. And we talked just about this phenomenon of living your purpose and the uncertainty that comes along with it. As we spoke, we realized that there are three things that you can do to make sure that uncertainty doesn't derail you from living your purpose. The first one is declare yourself. You are the only person that knows what your purpose is. There's nobody from the outside that can tell you what your divine truth is. A lot of us spend a lot of time seeking external validation, but that is not the pathway to your truth. It lives within you, and the more you connect with your true self, the more you will learn about how you are meant to live this purpose in your life. The second thing is you've got to find your tribe. I don't expect everybody to like strawberry ice cream. Why in the world should I expect everybody to like me, right? You need to spend your energy focusing on the people that resonate with you and resonate with your message. Those people are your tribe. The third thing is you need to make friends with fear. Uncertainty and fear are going to come along for the ride. And the sooner you can accept that, the sooner they stop controlling the journey. I like to look at fear and uncertainty as children. You're not going to lock them in the trunk, but you sure as heck are not going to give them the steering wheel either. Fear and uncertainty can come along for the ride, but they need to sit in the back seat. They can express themselves, but they are not making any major decisions. I am going to show you the interview with Kerry where we talk about these three things that we both do to make sure that uncertainty doesn't derail us from living our purpose.
I was working on the ad agency side. I was doing client service work and strategy. I would write marketing plans and things like that, and I just, loved doing the writing part of it. I just didn't see myself as being a copywriter because I had decided I couldn't be creative. And, every time I would try, I worked very well with my creative teams and, would help them kind of make the creative even better for the clients. So when I was laid off from my ad agency job in 2009, I just started posting things on Facebook about funny adventures I was having or whatever. And people said to me, like, you should start a blog. And that was the most frightening thing in the world to me to do. And I did it, but I did it secretly, and I would post them, and I wouldn't tell anybody. So literally it was like, if a tree falls in a forest, does anyone know?
Does anybody hear it?
If you hit post on a blog, will anybody know if you don't
that
tell
it's out
them?
there? And did they or no? Nobody knew.
No, nobody knew.
Nobody knew. I just think this is a theme that continues to come up, and I am obviously struggling with it personally because I'm putting my voice out there and this work out there. It is terrifying. It is so terrifying to expose yourself in that way, write or create something, and then you have to be so brave to put it out there. So I so get that we're like, I'm gonna write this and just put it over here, and maybe nobody will see it.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vulnerability. I mean, there are hobbies that you can do, like I paint, and while I want people to like what I paint, if they don't, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's not my passion. It's something that I like to do. Like people like to garden or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not, but writing to me is so personal and so, I feel so vulnerable. So whenever I turn anything in, to an editor or, I'm just, there's that moment of, are they not going to like it? Is it not going to be good enough? Am I going to be okay if they reject it? But then I have to just think, there's going to be a tribe of people who are going to like this. And it's a learning process of who's going to like what I write and who's not going to like what I write. And it doesn't matter one way or another who, it could be a very esteemed person that doesn't necessarily like your writing, but there are others that could love it. It's just, it's the same as some people like you, some people don't like you. You like some people don't like you. So I've learned to kind of step away from that a little bit. But in the beginning, I think I did maybe 10 blog posts without telling a soul.
Wow.
And then, I had my mom read it. I had like a few friends read it. And they were like, they're good, And so I created a Facebook page and I just started sharing it on that page and on my personal page and started to get a following. But, when I started going through the agenting process to find a literary agent, to find a publisher, it was petrifying. I wanted somebody to declare me good enough to be a writer. And I felt like if I got a publishing deal and an agent, then that would be like, you are a writer.
Yeah, it's like the outside validation where really, it's like, it's about the inside validation, I imagine, right? Of validating that you're doing what you feel you're meant to do. And you're using your voice in the way that it needs to be shared.
Yeah.
Which is so personal, and it's like, people could like it or not like it, and it's like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. And, it took for me to finally declare myself a writer. And believe it. There was a point where I had to fake it to make it and say, I'm a writer. People would be like, what's with that creepy face? You know?
Yeah.
But now it's like, I'm a writer, and that's who I am, and
own it.
And so that has, changed a lot for me. But yeah, when you love something so much and you have it in your heart and you want to bring it out into the world, the scariest thing can be the first time you step into the light.
I love what Kerry says at the end of that. The first time you step into your light is the scariest. And it is. I can assure you though, the more you step into your light, the easier it becomes, and the more your light will grow and radiate. And by you stepping into your light, you give other people permission to step into theirs. Now that is a spiritual transaction. So to review, what we talked about today was how to embody your true self and your purpose and not let uncertainty derail you by doing these 3 things. Declare yourself, find your tribe, and make friends with fear. I hope you'll try these things out. Please tell me, how are you living your purpose now? Stick a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'll be back next week with Kerry for the second part of our interview. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any episodes of You Are Complete, we come out every Friday, and if you'd like to get them directly in your inbox, head on over to youarecomplete.com and subscribe. You Are Complete subscribers not only get access to the videos first, but you also get special content that I only share via email. I'd love to see you on Instagram, Periscope, and Twitter at You Are Complete. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Always remember that you are complete, you are whole, and you are miraculous. Bye!